Well, I'm sure that they meant it. I got some presents for Christmas. I documented it. 6 envelopes with a little bit of play cash. I don't think that's what it was. I think right now, currently, somebody has 6 different accounts open with my identity, perhaps even using my identity documents that have already been stolen, that are part of somebody's PPP. They have somebody else on the payroll, but with my identity, that is getting some sort of workers' comp or maybe some sort of unemployment as part of the whole COVID relief. And I have all these identity documents been stolen. Nobody gave a shit to do anything about it. Nobody's done anything to help me in this situation. And what I understand from when I was in Chicago and they did some little cutesy thing that they just got today, 27 fucking $1 million. Somewhere a Jew is dying. A rich Jew is dying. And his assets are going to be liquidated so that it can go to racial justice, because that's how it works. But I was dispossessed of anything having to do with anything I ever did having to do with Jews, because at some point I became the Russian hacker, and I think I'm responsible somehow for helping to launder assets connected to expropriated Soviet pensions. Um, that's why I'm not allowed to have my own retirement. I'm not allowed to be a part of a union. I'm not allowed to have my name on a lease. I'm not allowed to have my own mortgage. I'm not allowed to get any credit for anything I've done. And I'm certainly not allowed to have anything close to clout or political representation. Because my job is to just be that little sidecar account that launders money. But for who? Who is my Soviet pension obligation? Well, when I was in Chicago, they made sure to make a special example for me by telling me my man, or my moon man, that the man that I belong to, it's not even about me having a husband. I belong to him. We're destined to be together, was Mr. Applebaum. But Mr. Applebaum is just a conveyance for what I'm trying to get to, right? Which Applebaum? Because the Applebaum that they showed me on the television in Chicago, no, honey, that's not how it works. Is it? Did you mean this Applebaum? It's the bottom of the page, last page concerning the September 11th coverage. Steven Spielberg, Rush Limbaugh on either side. It's appropriate. Who's right there in the middle? Right in my heart. Ralph Applebaum. Well, what did Ralph Applebaum do that might be of concern, that might help me find who this esteemed Soviet pensioner is that I'm so responsible for getting back their pension? Is it Boris Yeltsin and the Boris Yeltsin Presidential Museum in Yekaterinburg, Russian Federation? Right here on Mr. Ralph Applebaum's website. Boris Yeltsin Presidential Museum. Through the passing of Federal Law Number 68, former presidents of the Russian Federation are recognized as integral parts of modern Russian history, goals, objections, and functions. And the support of the Russian Federation is promised to create centers dedicated to their unique legacies. The Boris Yeltsin Presidential Center is the first institution in the Russian Federation dedicated to the decade immediately following the collapse of the Soviet Union in 1991. How tragic. 10 years before September 11th. Oh my goodness. During this period, Russia held its first democratic elections in 1,000 years. There wasn't democracy in Russia for 1,000 years. Oh my goodness. And I'm complaining about what? Created a new constitution and rebuilt its relationships with the world. An international team of scholars, museum experts, and historical participants created the content for the center, imagining a new type of learning space. In its central aspiration, the center should not only be Russia's most technically advanced museum, but it should do more than any other institution in the nation to promote needed conversations about the opportunities, decisions, and challenges involved in the making of a new, free society. The center's permanent exhibition features the first major exhibition treatment in Russia to focus on communism, as well as a discursive study of Russia's turbulent first post-Soviet decade. Conceptualized as a study of 7 decisive moments of this decade, the permanent exhibition showcases new revelations on how and why Russia developed as it did during the 1990s. Well, how many minors did you have involved in that development? The center also provides many opportunities for visitors to share their opinions on the president's work and to shape an ongoing debate on his legacy. Well, here's the problem. Girls like me, despite being more than capable, we're not allowed to actually be involved in debate. We're not allowed to help advance any sort of technologies or technical skills. We're not actually allowed to even have aspirations. Our job is to entertain. And I keep refusing to do whatever it is that's been proscripted for me, especially because part of what I'm supposed to do is help invert the paradigm and allow for the expression of various kinds of diversity, including diversity that is allowed to be done for somebody that meets my racial and ethnic demographic. So, I'm going to finally give Boris Yeltsin his Soviet pension. Right here, just today. They just released this, dated for today, Friday, March 12th, 2021. Dallas Voice. Here's your queen, baby. You like her? Beautiful. I couldn't even compare. My blonde-haired, light-skinned, doe-eyed angel is nothing like she is it? Look at that. I could never compare. That tiara, I could never do that. Those wings, I could never do that. That hair, could never do that. Look at those nails. Look at the aegis. Do you like the aegis? At least her version. Don't worry, I got 5 more just like her right here. And because you wanted it doubled, as we all do, it's always double the pleasure with double mint gum. Remember that? Remember the double mint twins? The original double mint twins? The ones that I got busted for hacking when I had political ambitions, but I don't anymore. Because what I got is paper. And I also got 6 of these. So, there's your little fashion spread, right here in Dallas. You know they give it away for free? All of this, free. Right on the streets, in a box. I'm sorry, Mr. Yeltsin, if you were expecting more. But finally, you've got your pension right here. All you needed in the pages of a free publication, just like you wanted, just like all of the dreams of that time frame. Of the Soviet Union, its demise, what was it about? 1,000 years without democracy. Look at what you're missing. Look at what America had that you didn't have. Look at this. Look at all of this. How splendid it is. 6 of them. For some reason, it's important for you to have 6. In order to actually deliver on the Soviet chic, you need somebody else. It's actually getting some sort of compensation, maybe as a substitute or replacement for whatever that pension is. Because the actual person, me, I'm not allowed to have the pension myself. I'm not allowed to have the job myself. Probably because I was supposed to have another job besides the ones they're trying to put in my identity. Just like this. Right? Just like this. Now, this is your pension. This is what you did. This is who you are. Finally, I have done what I needed to do in order to fulfill my obligations. Congratulations, Boris Yeltsin, you just got delivery on your pension. Now that they've liquidated the United States, and we've proven how superior our brand of economics and politics is over everyone else in the world, finally, all of those people that have been waiting for that payoff on their pension are getting it. And Boris Yeltsin, you're getting yours first. I'm so happy. I'm so happy I can finally do this. And I want to thank you, Mr. Applebaum. I'm very sorry about that mix-up. You know, I was homeless and on the street, and I thought that I was reporting on fraud and maybe acts of international trafficking, including of children, as a means to engage in other diabolical problems. I didn't know it was just supposed to be my responsibility to pay the pension of some old man I had never, ever met. I don't think I was ever supposed to meet him. But I've done it nonetheless. It's 10:04 p.m. on Friday, March 12th, 2021. Congratulations, Boris Yeltsin. I hope you enjoy.